Together again to entertain and play games. Welcome back, we're the 2-Bit Players. Thank you, Frenchie McFrencherson.
Welcome to my restaurant. I have a la baguette for you to eat. My French.
Turning a little bit like...
Chocolat bleu.
Chocolat bleu.
Chocolat bleu. Okay, so just so you guys know, apparently there's an option in the menu to change your food.
Mm-hmm. And we changed that chicken drumstick into a baguette.
A baguette. And I decided to do a really fun but super silly French accent.
Because Jeffrey's just a silly...
Just a silly guy.
He's a silly Willy, but Willy is spelled O-U-I-L-L-I-E, like French.
Willy.
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 A silly Willy.
Fuck you, Noah.
No.
Has anybody ever called you silly?
Legitimately?
Yeah.
No. I've always wanted that, though.
Somebody called me silly. I worked with them at the radio station.
And they were never found again.
Yeah, he's like, you're a silly guy. You're a silly guy. I'm like, silly? Ugh.
Yeah, I'm like, why don't you go fuck yourself?
Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Was there a weird kind of like sexual thing to it?
No, he was just like, I don't know, I said something fucking hilarious.
Right.
Everybody started laughing their assholes right off of their own butts.
Yes.
And he's just like, man, you're a silly guy. You're silly. You're just a silly guy. I was a little upset by that.
I'm very confused why that offended you so much.
I just think I don't know.
That's a silly word.
It's to describe someone as silly. I mean, I wasn't like offended by it. It was just an odd choice. I wasn't really upset, but I've just never been called that before.
Interesting.
It's like silly, huh? All right.
Huh. That's a word.
Like, fuck you.
Haven't heard that since 3rd grade.
I heard that one. Yeah, you bitch. No, it was just a weird thing. You know, like you said, you've never been called silly.
Silly.
Genuinely, like, in a genuine.
Yeah, probably not. No.
Because I'll say you're a silly guy.
What's the worst thing you've ever been called?
Oh man.
Where to start?
Reliable.
Oh. Good friend.
Good friend. Can be counted on for anything.
A generous lover.
A generous lover. I'm like, fuck that shit. I got to be less generous with my lovemaking. Worst thing I've ever been called? Like legitimately been called?
Yeah. Has anyone ever yelled at you in a rage?
I don't really think so.
What a charmed life you live, Jeffrey.
It's a pretty well-liked guy. Honestly, there's only one person that I know of that does not like me.
Who?
And I worked with her at the radio station.
Ooh.
And it's funny because...
Juicy.
I know, it was really funny because she's super cute. And we got an email about her because she just joined the radio station. She's like, yeah, she's going to be on air, right?
Okay.
An on-air personality. Because she was the daughter of, like, the newest big radio host that we just got, who's, like, this big-time fucking radio host guy. He was super nice. He's a cool guy. Anyways, and she's like, yeah, she's going to be on the air as this sort of, like, special guest character on the morning show, but she's also going to be on the street team.
Which is what you were working on,
Which is what I was. And so on the air is, like, top of the food chain. And I was in, like, promotions, which is bottom of the food chain. And so that didn't make any sense to me, but her tag was, like, chick on the street.
Oh,
right?
so it worked into her personality.
Yeah, and I was like, okay.
Persona.
And so I was like, okay, so she's on the street team? And I'm like, is she on the street team strictly in a radio sense? Like, hey, we're out here, and only does, like, street team events when it's tied, like, when it's live on the radio. I thought it was, like, a weird joke pun. Like, chick on the street team, whatever.
Okay.
It didn't make any fucking sense to me. I'm like, why would she do that? And then I met her, and my boss was like, oh, yeah, she's the newest addition to the street team. I was like, oh, really? Like, you're legit on the street team? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, but aren't you on the air, too? She's like, yeah, I'm going to do both. I'm like, oh, I thought that was like a joke, like, that you're also on the street team, too. That's really weird. But that's cool. I'm super excited to work with you. It should be a lot of fun. She's like, yeah.
She's like, how dare you?
And I thought it went well.
Okay. I'm sensing nothing wrong with this interaction so far.
That was legit the interaction. But I was like, yeah, I'm really looking forward to working with you. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a cool job. She's like, yeah, it's gonna be great. And then, anyways, fast forward like,
Oh wait, hold on.
oh god,
She's dead.
she's dead.
She's DEAD. Dead every ass day.
Dead every ass day. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Move on. Move on with.
And it's recent.
Oh my. No, it's fucking got bugs and shit all over it. It looks old as hell.
Oh, look what I've done.
That's fucked up what you just did.
Cool.
Anyways, fast forward like maybe a week, maybe not even. I'm working with my coworker, and he had just done a shift with the girl that I just spoke to a week earlier. And I'm like, oh, how was it? Was it cool? Was it fun? Whatever. And he's like, oh yeah. You made a really big impression on her.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh yeah, yeah. What'd you say about me? I'm like all excited. And he's like, yeah, dude, she fucking hates your guts.
She fucking hates your
fucking
guts.
hates your guts. I think is literally what he said. And I was
wow.
like, really? I was taken aback. I've never known of anybody to hate my guts.
That is so intense.
It was super intense. And I'm like, what happened? So they're talking to her. It was two people who've been on the street team who I've worked with for a while.
Okay.
And they're working with her, showing her the ropes.
Gotcha.
And they're going through everybody on the street team. They're like, oh yeah, so-and-so's super cool. And oh yeah, this person's really fun. And then they get to me.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, oh, Jeffrey, oh man, that guy's an asshole, is what they said.
Wait, so they
My
primed?
friends. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They're like, oh yeah, that guy's an asshole. And she's like, oh, you guys hate him too? And they're like, no. It's just, she was like, oh, okay. It's like, you hate him? She's like, oh, no, I don't hate him.
What did she? I mean,
But she like legit was, but she fucking hates my
covering
guts.
her ass there. What did she offer? Did they grill her at any point, being like, "Why do you?"
I'm not sure if it was in that moment, but I did find out specifically the reason why she hates me is because I thought it was a joke
That she was.
that
on the
she
street
was
team.
also on the street team.
So was that conversation?
It was that line. Oh, I thought that was a joke, and because it makes it because the street team is like, I mean, it's shit work. It's like, I mean, it's fun. It's cool. You see a lot of free concerts. Very cool.
But
I love
she felt
the job.
like you were calling her a joke.
I guess
in
so.
some regard,
but
maybe.
But it's like a lot of times you got to be at work at like 4:30 in the morning, and it sucks, and the pay's not that great, and it's like, and when you're on the air, it's so much easier, and you get paid a lot more, and it's a lot more glamorous too.
Sure.
So I'm like, why would you do both? And her dad's a fucking multi-millionaire too. And I'm like, you're working for fucking peanuts here. So, and you're an on-air personality. It didn't make any sense.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it turned out I was right because she did like 2 events. And then from then on, every time she was scheduled for anything, she's like, oh, I can't. My uncle's coming into town and yeah, I can't. And oh, I'm busy. I'm doing this. And oh, I got plans. And she would just cancel on every single one.
Jeez.
And then they just took her off the list. And then she was just an on-air personality. Because it didn't make any sense.
Okay.
And I was essentially just calling her, because it's essentially just saying that.
You were essentially just being curious.
I was curious, because I'm like, oh, that's really weird. I would have never in a million years. Like, I wouldn't have, like, our morning DJs or afternoon DJs on the fucking street team. I'm like, you're going to help us, like, set up tents?
Yeah.
And, like, hand out swag to people? And, like, are you kidding me? Anyways, hates my guts.
When was the last time you spoke with her?
When the station was still on,
A
while ago, a couple weeks ago, she was hitting me up.
Naturally,
No, she wasn't. But it was weird because every time we spoke in person,
she was pleasant.
she was very nice, very fake. Very nice.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
I would assume it's fake.
And
yeah,
at this point, you knew that she secretly hated your
that
guts.
she secretly hated my guts, and she must have known they would have told me. Maybe she didn't.
Because they're your friends.
Those are my friends. But it was weird because every time we hung out in person, she was super nice, really cool. And,
Okay.
But she hates my guts.
You win some, you lose some, man.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Who cares?
Who cares? I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Jeffrey, it's okay.
I'm fucking fine, dude. Fuck you, bro. What are you doing?
Just
Anyways,
explore.
anybody hate your guts?
I know for a fact people do.
I know I like there's in some street driving incidences, I'm sure there's some people that I hate, but there's also people that hate me, but there's also several people that I hate driving on the streets. But that's not like a personal kind of hate.
Right.
You know what I mean? How do you know people hate you? What do you think? Do I know
When
anybody
you
that
started
hates
telling me
you?
telling the story, I was like, this sounds familiar from my own life, and I just know.
I doubt. I can't imagine. Unless they're mad jealous, bro.
Maybe she was just mad jealous of you.
Obviously, because
Yeah.
everybody liked me and I was cool as fuck.
Right, and she's a joke.
She's a fucking joke. I was not calling her a joke. It was a stupid misunderstanding. Whatever, I didn't give a fuck. Oh, and then like for a while after that, I kept insisting that I work events with her. Because I wanted to
So
like...
now she thinks you're an asshole stalker as
So
well?
no, well, I was not to her, but to our event coordinator. Because I was friends with the event. I was friends with everybody there. I was like, oh, put me on the thing with her. And then she would. And then it would go to our boss, and he would change it. Because he must have known that refused to work with me.
Oh my God.
I didn't just say her name.
Okay, we bleeped it.
Her name she's his daughter.
Oh.
She fucking hates my guts. Anyways, that was all censored. Or not, I don't give a fuck. Who gives a shit? Fucking kids. But yeah, they kept taking me out. Whatever, that's the whole story.
It's all said and done. That's
It's
beautiful.
all said and done. It's in the past. Who hates your guts?
No, I don't know.
I wish I knew somebody that hated your guts. I'd love to reveal it to you for the first time right
Their
now.
brain.
I'd love to just reveal it to you, like, oh yeah, you know, that person you really admire and respect. What's their name? Person you really admire and respect?
I don't know.
Yeah, they hate your fucking guts. You just died, by the
Did
way.
they desecrate my body?
About to.
I'm gonna go think about who really hates my guts, and maybe we'll come back to this game once I've leveled up enough and can show you the real world of Dead Cells.
When you could show us the world,
show us the world,
a
whole new
I'm
world.
doing an Aladdin thing, yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you got it.
I gotcha.
Thanks for the view, now comment, like, and subscribe, cause we're all just 2-bit players.